Hello, all you culinary witches and wizards. We are absolutely thrilled to welcome you to our channel. Today, we're kicking off the preparation of our amazing new recipe, and I'm completely certain you're going to adore it. Ready? To begin, let's take 200 grams of rice. That's approximately 1 full cup if you're using American measurements. Rice is not just a side dish. It's an incredibly beneficial grain, rich in complex carbohydrates that provide us with sustained energy for a long time. And did you know that different rice varieties have distinct nutritional properties? Now, pour it into a pot. Now, let's move on to our magnificent tomatoes. Choose the ripest and meatiest ones you can find. Their aroma and sweetness are indispensable for our dish. Carefully cut out the core. My most crucial advice: use a small, sharp knife, being gentle to keep the fruit's walls intact. After all, they will serve as the perfect cup for our stuffing. Remove all the pulp and juice, but don't discard them. We can use this pulp later for a sauce, so nothing useful goes to waste. Tomatoes are a true treasure trove of vitamins and antioxidants, especially lycopene, which is excellently absorbed with light heat treatment. They support heart and skin health. They are a real elixir of youth. How do you usually choose your tomatoes? And do you prefer large or smaller ones for stuffing? Next, we'll need canned tuna. Let's take 2 cans. Open them and carefully empty the contents into a colander. We absolutely must thoroughly drain all the liquid, whether it's oil or water. This is essential to prevent the filling from becoming too watery and to maintain an ideal consistency. The drier the tuna, the better it will absorb all the flavors of our subsequent ingredients. Then, gently flake it with a fork. Tuna is a fantastic source of high-quality protein and crucial omega-3 fatty acids, which support brain and heart function. Remember, proper nutrition is the foundation of well-being. Do you prefer tuna in oil or in its own water? And what is your favorite seasoning for tuna? Let's begin our culinary masterpiece with an exquisite oil base. Pour a little vegetable oil into a hot pan, then add a small piece of butter. This combination is a truly subtle magical formula that will give the dish a deep, unique flavor and a tender texture. The vegetable oil will prevent the butter from burning, allowing it to perfectly release its aroma. Try it yourself, you'll immediately feel the difference. What kind of oil do you usually use for frying? Now, the guardian of flavor comes into play: garlic. We take 3 cloves. We peel them with special care, then chop them finely. For the best aroma release, I usually gently crush the garlic with the flat side of a knife first, and then mince it. Send our aromatic chopping to the pan. Just look how it begins to release its intoxicating aroma. Did you know that garlic is a true champion in terms of phytoncides, natural antibiotics that help strengthen the immune system? Amazing, isn't it? Following the garlic as its loyal companion, the onion. One medium onion is thoroughly peeled and chopped. Remember, to avoid tears, you can rinse your knife in cold water. Chop the onion not too coarsely so that it harmoniously blends into the overall bouquet of flavors. Add it to the pan with the already browning garlic. Onion is not just a base for frying, but also a treasure trove of vitamin C and antioxidants. What's your favorite way to chop an onion? And completing our aromatic ensemble is bright carrot. We take one juicy carrot, wash it very thoroughly, and grate it on a coarse grater. Carrots will not only add a beautiful color to our dish but are also an excellent source of beta-carotene, which is extremely important for good vision and healthy skin. Send it to the pan with the other vegetables. Do you always add carrots to your sauté? Tell us. It's time for the main act in our culinary play. Add our wonderful tuna to the pan. It's very important to drain the liquid from it beforehand so that the filling doesn't turn out watery. And now for the most interesting part, add the tomato pulp we removed during preparation to the pan. This will add juiciness and incredible flavor. Mix everything thoroughly and sauté for a few minutes until the excess moisture evaporates. And for the perfect finish, let's not forget the seasonings: freshly ground black pepper, a pinch of dried garlic for depth of aroma, and, of course, salt to taste. Don't be afraid to experiment with the quantities. Tuna is not just delicious. It's a true champion in omega-3 fatty acids, exceptionally important for heart and brain health. What spices do you usually use for fish dishes? Once our marvelous sauté is ready, carefully transfer it to a spacious bowl. Add fluffy, tender, pre-cooked rice. Then, for freshness and vibrancy of flavor, finely chop fresh parsley and sprinkle generously on top. By the way, parsley is a magnificent source of vitamin K and antioxidants. And, of course, we can't do without a magical touch, a little soy sauce for piquancy and umami. Now, all that remains is to mix everything very thoroughly. Make sure every grain of rice and piece of tuna is evenly infused with this delightful sauce. What rice variety do you prefer for fillings? Now begins the most creative part, stuffing our prepared tomatoes with this aromatic and juicy mixture. Fill each tomato cup not too tightly, leaving a little space for the cheese cap. Make sure the tomatoes are securely placed on the baking sheet to avoid unexpected culinary catastrophes. What do you prefer, a tightly packed filling or a lighter one? And now, the most appetizing stage, cheese. Take your favorite hard cheese and generously grate it on a coarse grater. Cheese is a great source of calcium and protein, essential for strong bones. Which cheese, in your opinion, would be ideally suited for this dish? I always take ages to choose. The cheese cap is ready. Place the grated cheese in a generous mound on top of each stuffed tomato. And send our nearly finished masterpieces into a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius, that's approximately 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for those who prefer another measurement system. Bake for about 20 minutes, until a golden crust forms and the cheese is bubbling. Our stuffed tomatoes are ready. Take them out of the oven, let them cool slightly, and then, the most enjoyable moment, taste them. Enjoy this delightful combination of flavors. I hope this recipe brings you as much pleasure as it does us. See you next time in the kitchen, my dear culinary wizards.